I loved playing Minecraft when I was a kid, and evidently even until now. Back then, I'd wake up excited and think of what to do next in my world. I'd cut down entire forest, mine in deep caves, search for dungeons and mine shafts, or be a tyrannical colonizer of every village I found, all for hours on end. One time, I was playing on my iPad, exploring a cave from top to bottom, and found almost half a stack of diamonds in it. But since my directions wasn't as good as Magellan's, I couldn't find my way out, and with no pickaxe, I quit and deleted the world. Some will argue why I didn't just mine my way to the top with my bare hands. Two reasons. First, it's tedious, and second, it didn't fit into my ideal world. This ideal world of mine would be a world where I never die because to me, back then, dying was a result of a loss in progress. I realized I often gave up on anything I couldn't perfect right away. It's like building a sandcastle while destructive tides loom meters away from your castillo and hoping that it will never be ravaged. And that was the problem I had back then. I didn't prepare, I simply hoped. Hope that everything works according to plan even if I am not the author of my life. Perfection is not just perseverance. It's a mix of persistence and circumstances aligning. Like in Blue Lock, if you know that anime, good anime. This guy, Isagi, envisions a goal, but everything on the field has to align for him to score. Just like how I envisioned my world in Minecraft. Anyway, it always feels fresh when starting another world. It's an opportunity to start all over again without, hopefully, making the same mistakes again. In the last world, I had found a treasure-laden mineshaft with a not-so-intricate dungeon, but had ran out of food. So what's the cure? You don't cure, you prevent it. You prevent it by starting another world and not making the same mistake again. I lost my way down in a cave. The next time I go inside another one, I'll bring torches or place landmarks. Now, you're probably thinking, Aldrich, if you tend to abandon an activity that didn't fit into your frame or perspective, then were you a perfectionist in terms of life as well? The answer to that is no. I barely cared about things I knew I could never control. Take elementary school, for example. I knew I could never retake the same test again after I failed, so I didn't stress myself that much. I couldn't even have my paper after it was checked, so what choice did I have? So in recent years, it has become a habit of mine to take a picture of every activity and test that we do because there is a high chance that I will never get it back. Digesting that information, you could say what I did when I was a kid was the love for progress. I needed to know my mistakes, my deficiencies, and my weaknesses in order to carve out this ideal world I wanted to live in. This world where I surpassed who I was yesterday, who I was last week, last month, or last year. And it doesn't matter how long I take. I never really want to put time into the equation because while diamonds need intense pressure and heat to form, they also need to be in the right environment. So, while I'm not there yet, I mean, come on, I'm 21 and I got a lot of things ahead of me. I'll build, break, learn, and start over. In the words of the Russian philosopher Dostoevsky, he said, "To go wrong in one's way is better than to go right in someone else's."